This is Get to Know Alabama. Today we're in Mountain Brook at Lane Park. We're gonna go get to know Chef Kyle with Little Betty a little bit better. I am here with Chef Kyle Biddy of Mountain Brook's Little Betty. Chef Kyle, I wanna know about how your love for food first began.
Oh my gosh, would you believe my first job in food was at Chick-fil-A when I was 14? Honestly, I accidentally fell into food. I showed up late to school one day and all the classes were taken, like electives, and I ended up in a home ec food class. I made a football cake, go Dogs, by the way. I made a football cake, I burned my first roux, and then we were getting a culinary program in my high school, and I said, okay, let's jump right in. My football coach just thought I was crazy. Just jumped in full force and just never looked back.
That's amazing. Those home ec classes, I mean, look at what they've done. You moved here specifically to open Little Betty. I want to hear about that. Why Birmingham instead of Nashville, Atlanta? Why'd you come to Alabama?
Beautiful. Atlanta, Georgia native, of course. So, but I've cooked all over the country. At the time when I met the owners of Revival Restaurant Group, I was in Aspen, Colorado, working with the Catch Steak Group there. Kind of had my dream opportunity to come to Birmingham of all places. That day when I got that phone call, I didn't wake up and imagine I'd ever be in Birmingham and leaving the beautiful Roaring Fork Valley. But at the end of the day, they pitched me my dream to build a culture around my experiences and the food I've learned to love and create through the years. And I said, we've got to have a pasta program. And so we have a pretty robust pasta program that we really, really love. And we knew that Mountain Brook wanted a steakhouse. So it was a natural fit. And so we chose a fun, kind of playful rendition of a steakhouse. You don't have to do it traditionally. You can do a lot of fun things with our menu. And so I think that's the most appealing thing that I was excited about because it's the menu is laid out like I like to eat.
Let's talk a little bit more about the food. I want to hear about your food philosophy and your approach to creating the dishes here at Little Betty.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have a bit of a very varied background, everywhere from farm to fork to Italian and Japanese and some sushi elements and a lot of steakhouses too. So kind of whipping that all together, we leaned on a concept that is mostly Italian leaning, again, back to the pasta roots, okay? But then also spent a lot of time in sushi and things like that, but leaning into Italian crudos with some Japanese elements and some other small elements like that. And believe it or not, both those cuisines, there's a lot of cross usage. So it really makes sense, and we kind of blur this really fun line. We've recently joined up with Heart Brand Beef out of Harwood, Texas, with their 100% Akaushi Wagyu cattle. We're the only restaurant in Alabama that has access to this beef right now. So literally the only place you can get it, a very, very high in monounsaturated fats and oleic acid. So it's the most creamy, buttery beef you've ever tasted in your whole life.
Tell me about your experience living in Alabama now. How has it inspired you creatively as a chef?
It's been really incredible. Being from Atlanta, I felt like I knew Alabama, but I didn't really know Alabama. Thank you, Birmingham. You're not as country as I thought you were. All right, it's still there, but it's not nearly as crazy as we thought it was going to be. Didn't know that Alabama was so abundant with just amazing peaches. Chilton County, what's up? I did not know that there were these incredible strawberries and peaches and plums and just incredible fruit. And then, the bounty of, all the way down to oysters and Murder Points and Bayou La Battery. Just absolutely incredible. I'm just so impressed with the bounty that Alabama has to offer. And Birmingham is a food town. It's known as a food town, and it's only gonna get better, I think.
One, you're a great follow on social media, and I've seen you kind of talk about your team and how great they are. Can you just share a little bit about how the whole staff contributes to the experience that a guest has here at Little Betty?
Yeah, absolutely. Being a new kid in town, building a team isn't necessarily easy. Having a team that wants to follow you and really wants to do everything to take it to the next level, really showing people like what it's like to not work under a dictator in the kitchen. Community and culture are the two biggest things that I think really help in 2025 build you a solid team. You have to have it. You can't come in and treat people not well. Like mental health is a real thing, and we have to respect people and treat people right.
I love hearing that. I have not heard a lot of chefs talk about that. Will you kind of give me a little behind the scenes tour?
Yeah, I would love to. Let's surprise the guys.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, guys, you're on stage now.
How are y'all doing today?
Hi.
You're on stage now, guys. Cool. Kitchen at Little Betty, our main line where we do what we do. At the core of everything is our prep team. We have our prep lead, PJ, here, who absolutely runs the day for us. Without him and his organization, we really couldn't achieve what we achieve at night. We have Luke doing pasta. We're working on our what I think are our signature meatballs. It's probably one of my favorite items on the menu. I have eaten over 365 meatballs since we've opened this place.
Gosh.
I eat one a day, and we've been open for almost a year. That's my one thing. Don't tell anybody, but at the end of the night, a little focaccia bread, a little warm meatball from service.
Oh,
best snack of all time. Our grill works wood burning hearth Okay, using that beautiful Alabama white oak. We start this up every single day, get it ripping hot. It's usually around 900 to 1,000 degrees every single day, and really gives that campfire smoke flavor that really makes, I think, our steaks really stand out, to be honest with you. Grilling over wood is so special. It's a little bit more difficult. It's tedious. You have to lean into the fire. And by that, I mean, you really have to learn the fire. You have to watch it. You have to maintain it all night. So my grill guys are really specialized. You really have to work at it. It's not just throwing steaks in the grill. It's building, respecting, loving the fire is totally key. And these guys absolutely crush it day in and out. Shout out John and Caleb. You guys are rock stars. Helen Hanovich, she's actually a residential interior designer based out of Atlanta. Absolutely incredible. Her Instagram page is wild. It's so good. It's very unique in that way. I've never seen a restaurant quite designed like this. Just her choices for sconces and even wallpaper. When I first saw it, I said, are you kidding me? This is really going up on our walls. And then it came up and I said, oh my God. Oh my God, this is incredible. I'm not a designer. I do not have this eye. I'm so glad you're doing it. But she really knocks it out of the park. Wine cellar at Little Betty, really special. We have over 90 bottles in the list. I think we set around 120 is our normal area for just selections before backstock, but really exciting. We actually just won the Wine Spectator Award of Excellence for the second year in a row. If you come in, we have something called the Little Black Book, okay, which is all of our kind of ultra rare private selection items. And Johnny writes a really beautiful, interesting blurb about each one. It's printed on really special paper. The whole thing, just if you get into the Black Book, is a whole experience all of its own. And that's
you have to ask. You have to request the Little Black Book.
You have to request the Little Black Book. You have to request it. So that's a little insider knowledge.
Yes,
so if you love wine, if you're an onophile, please request the Little Black Book. And if Johnny is here, he will come by and absolutely guide you through that experience.
Let's do a little bit of rapid fire.
All right, I'm game.
Do you have a favorite dish on the menu?
Yes, I do. Right now, it is our sesame crusted bronzino for summer.
Yum. Is that like picking a favorite child?
Oh, it's so hard.
Where does the name of the restaurant Little Betty come from?
The most important thing to them at the time was we want a place that feels like home. So they had a blue heeler growing up. Her name was Betty.
Aww.
And so blue heeler, that feeling when a dog comes home, Little Betty is home. Little Betty is where we're at. And I think that kind of embodies us and our culture and everything we want out of a restaurant.
What's coming soon?
We will be opening Little Betty Sea Bar there, hopefully by the end of the year. Kind of keep this mostly Italian and definitely lean into more East Asian influences next door.
Last question for you. If your food could talk, what message would it have for the world?
Love, baby. Love. It's all about love. You have to put love and passion in everything you do. This world needs positivity. It needs light. I want people to eat my food. I want you to feel nourished. I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel the love behind it. I know that's cheesy and corny. Yes, I am cheesy and corny, so it's fine. But at the end of the day, I think that honestly sums it up.
I love it. I think food can do that. It really does bring people together. Well, I appreciate you so much, Chef Kyle. Thank you for the time. Thank you for your amazing skill set that you bring to Birmingham, your amazing food. I really appreciate it. I love eating here. I know all of our followers will love eating here too. This is Get to Know Alabama. Catch us next time.